here, and today I wanted to show you our new digital, the Stitches collection. It's got lots of pages, a couple of blanks so you can print on your own colours, backgrounds. Lots of pages of different coloured stitches in both orientations. I won't go through them all, but there's lots of different colours. And then it's also got some little journaling cards as well. Anyway, I thought we'd make something today and use this new digi. Let's begin. So I've got some blank paper here. I've got one piece of card and I think I've got 3 pieces of paper here. Yep, 3 pieces of paper. I'm going to start by folding my card like that. I haven't measured it. I've just kind of folded it so I have a decent amount of overhang on the back, like that. Then I'm going to take one of my pieces of paper and I'm going to put it, I've given it a gap of about 1.5 centimetres, and then I'm going to fold it in the same place. And it doesn't need to be precise. The folding does, but the measuring doesn't. Basically, I'm just folding enough that it's got a slightly larger starting fold. So you can see overhangs. I think this is called a Waterfall journal. And I'm going to do that again with the next piece. Just eyeballing it roughly, and that's almost even, so I'm just going to even that up like that. And there. Larry. Oops. Alright, so that's I don't need that other sheet. I've only added the 4 in here. Sorry, not the 4. I've only added the 2 in here to make 4 pages and the card for the cover. And that's all we're going to need. So I'll put that bit away. Alright, so next what I want to do is I want to get I'm going to get the sheets that have this orientation for the stitching. And I'm just going to pick a few different colours. How many pages have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to pick 5 different colours. These 5 will do. Alright, and I'm going to start by tearing between 2 of the stitches. And tear off the excess. I'm getting it a little closer on one side of the stitches than the other side. Tear, tear, tear. Another bit for the scraps box. And I'm going to get some ink, dark brown in this case, and just ink the torn edges. And then I'm going to take this piece and a bit of paper to glue it on. Piece of old paper to glue on. And where's the glue stick, Larry? Are you on the glue stick? Oh no, we knocked it off, didn't you? Glue stick. And glue on the back of the stitched piece. Just going to take the pages out for the moment, and on this front flap I'm going to stick it so that the stitching is on the edge and it overhangs all of the white. I don't really want to see any of the white of the back page. And trim and trim. Alright, see if I can use a tissue to get some of that mess off I've added, but I think it's on there for good. So we'll need to work around that in the future. Next, I'm going to take the next colour we picked. I can't remember what it was, but let's go with this one. And a different kind of stitch. Let's go with these crosses. And I'll just put this bit on fast forward. And you can just watch me do the same to each of the pages. This page that has the extra part, we're not going to do anything with that just yet. We're just going to leave it blank for the moment. So I'm just going to get my ugly foam mat and my needle and thread. Alright, I'm just going to eyeball, fold it all together, make sure it's going to fit, and I'm going straight through the middle page. Try and turn it sideways, you might be able to see better. And I'm going to start, I'll just, oops, poke a hole where I believe the middle is, out there, push through, leave a little tail for tying off. I'm going to make the hole from this side, but I need to come back through from the other side. And I'm just eyeballing roughly the same distance. However you usually like to stitch, it's fine, you don't need to copy this way. This is just how I like to do it. Argue with it, there we go. Right, Now I'm at the top, I'm going to go back through all the holes. Oops, I pulled that bit back through the middle. And I'm going to do the same thing going the other way, with less stuffing up this time, hopefully. Please. Right. Back through the holes till you get back to here. And then under that thread and then tying off. Made a bit of a dog's dinner out of that, didn't I, Larry? It's embarrassing. Come on. Tying one way, then the other way, and then back to the first way again, just so it's extra secure, and trim. Where you going, Larry? Don't start knocking everything off the desk again, please. Right, I'm going to go see if I can entice Larry away with some food. Right, small amount of freedom may have just been purchased with food. Let us continue. Right, so what I want to do next is I'm just going to open to the first page, and I've already gotten marks and stuff everywhere. If you can get it off, the better. If you can't, then we can disguise it with embellishments later. Things like this one that are close to the stitching edge, you could always just put another row of the stitching against it. In fact, what we might do is I have a plan for the edges of the pages, so if we move on to that, we can use this piece to hide the edges of that as well. So I've cut out a bunch of strips of the sewing, or the sewing digital, and what I plan to do with these is to glue on the edge of the pages. So I'm not going to ink the edges, I'm just going to glue them on. So I need more glue paper, and I'm going to trim off so it starts where the stitch starts and where the stitch ends. And I want that to go down there, so I'll glue on. And stick that down there, stick that down there, pressing down, and I'll just trim that overhang off. Now I might either take the same or a similar pattern, but probably in the same colour. This one will do. And I might do it to there. Bit of glue. Start next to that one. And where did that bit go? Same down here. And there. Glue. And then I might take this crosses one, trim it there, glue all over, put it along the edge, oops, here, and trim. And this crosses one. And again, pokey wokey. Just like that. And then I'll take this piece from before and I could use that to cover that mark that I accidentally got on the page. So we'll ink the edge. Pucky, you're standing on glue paper. You're getting glue on your paws. Yeah, it's glue. It's sticky. And like that. Bit more ink on there. Can I have the glue paper, please? Yes. Put it over here. Right, I'll be rubbing the glue off camera, but I'm just rubbing the glue on the paper strip. And stick there, like that. Careful not to mark any more marks on the page. And trim it off. Okay. Just going to rub a tissue up that in case there's any excess that wants to come off. Maybe it'll go on the tissue instead of the page when I fold it closed. Alright, so I'm going to do that same process on every page. I'll put it on fast forward so you can see it happen quickly. This spare page that was the same height as this one into a little folded over page do it and see what happens. So I'm just going to fold it like this. And I'm going to, before I glue it down, I'm going to get another strip of Wuggy Wuggy. Just tear it and ink it. You're sitting on the glue paper again, Puggy. You're going to get sticky paws. Yes, I can see. You're already starting to lift your paws up because it's sticky. And I'm going to do the glue thing like that again. So, can I have that glue paper, please? It's under your bottom. Come here. Give me a cuddle. Stick to me. Right. Bit of glue. And just like before, don't want the white. So, just like that. Trim and trim. And just like that, I can ink on the page behind again. Oops. Right, so now I will glue that shut. Bit of the art glitter glue, I think. Yeah. And here. Actually, before I glue that down, I'm just going to wipe that off so I don't accidentally stick. I'm going to put the edges on this one. So. Alright, front cover's looking all dirty. I think my foam blending tool is foaming everywhere again. I seem to go through them rather rapidly. Anyway, we can do something to correct this. So I've got all of these strips that I ended up cutting off when I was cutting out the stitches. So if I tear them all in half, because I've got a straight edge, as close to half as I can get, I could do some kind of collage on the front and back cover with the strips to hide the mess I've made. So I will put this on fast forward. A lot of fast forward in this, but it's a lot of tedious little work that I actually rather enjoy, but you might not, so I will fast forward through this. Now it's ridiculously busy. Let's cover it all up. Right, so that's all I'm going to do with that today. I'm pretty happy. It's a bit busy, but don't hate it. Some of the pages still have some marks on them, and I'd just cover them up as I was embellishing through it. I've covered a few of them with the stitching paper, and I'd probably do a couple more on this one for that. Cut out a few cards and just slotted them in there. And I covered the back as well with just some of the plain paper. So I hope you've enjoyed that today. It was a bit lengthy, but I enjoyed the process. I'll put all the links in the description box to all the digitals I've used in this video. And thanks for joining me today. And I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.